Well, just got one on the ground. Looks like a pretty good doe. Opening morning of the Hampshire Muzzleloader season. I'm just working little pockets this morning, seeing if I can get some up out of their beds or catch one feeding. Not the sign out here there usually is this year, but they're out here. We just gotta find them, just like most other years. You know, they change it up every year, so we're just gonna keep poking along, trying these little spots that I know, little hideouts, little pockets that a lot of guys don't even know about, don't check, and hopefully we'll get into something. Down in this bottom now, I'm gonna work these edges. I had to get across and get on the other side to work the wind, but I've shot a lot of deer out of this bottom over the years. It's a pain getting them out of here, but they come right down in here and they bed, so. So I slowly work down to the bottom of this ridge and come up on a rub line. I think I'm at like number 8 or 10 on this right now. This one here, broke that right off. There's another one there. There's another one behind me. Then kind of goes working right along the base of this ridge. So I don't know. We'll gonna poke around a little more. Maybe we'll be a spot we'll start focusing on some. He seems to be a buck that's kind of ready, so kind of keep a look around in here and see what we can figure out, and maybe we'll have a setup. It's the second day of the New Hampshire Muzzleloader. Changed it up a little bit today. Put on about 9 miles yesterday and couldn't get into anything. So came into a different area today. That it's a ridge that runs for probably, I don't know, about 6-7 miles. At the bottom of this end there's some fields and there's a cut. You can kind of see they've cut a little bit in here. So just gonna go poke up around on this ridge today and see what we can get into. Got some turkeys over here in the roost, yelping and clucking over here now, so at least we'll have a little action for things. Well, I just put a deer out. It's pretty thick. It's all whips and stuff out through here, and couldn't see it, but I could hear it. It ran about probably 75 yards. It stopped on this little top and trying to play the wind to get it right, and I tried to make a circle, but it went down off the backside. So at least we got one in here. I'm just gonna go poke real slow and see if we can get back on that one, or deer lead to more deer. So hopefully we can at least have some action this morning and see a few. I'm just kind of working down through this ridge. It just kind of keeps it's like rolling. It's like go a little top, a little flat, little top, and it's rolled down. You probably can't see it here, but there's a bed right there. It wasn't anything I put them out, but I found quite a few of these coming down through. They're kind of on these little tops where they get a good field of view all around them. Well, so. Just got one on the ground. Looks like a pretty good doe. Had to put another one into her. I'm not sure where the first one hit her, but a bunch of these little dips down in here, so I came in. Squirrel. I came in here and it's kind of noisy, so I was walking, and as I was walking, just kind of grunting, take a few steps, stop, and she was staring right at me down in the bottom here. I shot her and she ran over, and I watched her bed down, but when I put it on her, she was looking over her shoulder, looking back at me while she was laying there. So I came up here about 40 yards out, and I put another one into her. So anyways, let's go see what we got. Came together this afternoon finally. Shot this deer just before noon. This little bottom, I've been working working this whole ridge up through, and I jumped one up this morning. I never could get eyes on it. But I came down through and worked down in this lower section because we've been working high. And I was seeing some sign, but I'm like, I wonder if they're down in these little ravines down in here. So I got down in. It's so noisy walking in all these beaches and stuff. So as I was walking, I'd take a few steps and just make a few grunts and stuff, and just hopefully they would, even if I got them to stand still for a couple of seconds, and just kept working these little bottoms. I was just gonna kind of rolls along, and I was just gonna keep working. I'm hoping to find one bedded either, or one would call me in to me. And when I came over the top of this one, I just get to the edge and I'm just peeking down. I could see her standing there staring at me. So angling down, I hit her a little lower than I'd like to, so it didn't take her right down. As she ran, and she bedded down within like 30 yards, and I had to put another one into her. But it happens sometimes. But anyway, so done in New Hampshire now. I got a couple of weeks till Vermont starts, but it's nice to have some meat in the freezer. You know, it worked. It's only 2 days in, but yeah, you put in the hours. And yes, last night I was pretty tuckered out. I put in about 9 miles yesterday, so I probably got 5 or 6 in today so far. Some areas I moved faster, some areas I really creeped. But anyways, I got to get her up out of the bottom now, so start the process, get her gutted out, and get her out of here, and we'll go from there. And hopefully we can have some luck in Vermont this year.